Welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy Presents our MLB DFS hitter picks for Friday, August 18th, 2017. Nice slate of games tonight. Went a little high priced with the pitching. I can't really go too low priced with the hitting, but we will at least mention a few here. Let's start things out with Manny Pina. 7,600 FanDuel, 7,600 on Fantasy Draft, 3,100 on FanDuel, 3,800 on DraftKings. Not too often we're going to talk catchers when we're breaking down just three people in our infield, if you read our article that is posted in the comments below. But this is a good matchup. Marquez, 327 WOBA, 40.7% fly ball rate, 14% home run to fly ball ratio, 37% hard contact, and this game is in Coors. The Brewers can definitely scuffle around a bit. Wouldn't be the most shocking thing here to see Marquez end up with a decent game, but for the most part, I feel like the damage he does is left outside of Coors. If we want to spend up on pitching today, we're going to have to look for some cheaper bats. I know a $3,800 catcher on DraftKings and even really a $3,100 catcher on FanDuel isn't exactly the definition of a cheap bat. But I think when you factor in upside, if you've got just under 4K left at pitcher on DraftKings, I don't think this is after you put your pitchers in, I meant to say. I don't think this is the worst spot to look. I think that he's in a prime position for production, and sometimes, I think that's really all that matters if you can get a guy at that position who can possibly do some damage, because so many times it just ends up being the position that burns you. Moving on from there, Yelich, 7,800 Fantasy Draft, 3,200 FanDuel, 3,900 DraftKings. Been 4 games in the big leagues, but Flexen doesn't look great against lefties. 438 WOBA, 60% fly ball rate, 16.7% home run to fly ball ratio, 38.1% hard contact. Yelich is a solid hitter. No, he's not a big home run guy. It is a little bit irritating now that he's following Giancarlo Stanton, because his value would be so much more increased if he was still hitting ahead of him, because if he gets on base when Giancarlo is hitting these bombs, then he's getting you that extra 2 points for a run, or on DraftKings, maybe it's 5 points on FanDuel. I forget offhand what it is. But nonetheless, he's getting you those points. But he's still in a good position here. I think this team should be able to take advantage of Flexen like some Yelich tonight. If I'm spending up, which I'm definitely going to try to do, I want Cody Bellinger, 10-8 Fantasy Draft, 4,400 FanDuel, 5,500 DraftKings. Takes on Jordan Zimmermann, who's in a position pretty much every time he takes the mound to disappoint you, because while he is bad, he still comes through with those flashes of being a solid enough pitcher, and that's really frustrating, because all we want at the end of the day is to know the guy that we're spending the most money on stands a really good chance of doing damage. And I do feel that way about Bellinger, but I guess I've just been on the wrong side of when Jordan Zimmermann decides to have good games. On the year, 387 WOBA, 41.2% fly ball rate, 16.1% home run to fly ball ratio, 40.5% hard contact against lefties. Bellinger in a solid position to produce tonight. Once again, that is Manny Pina, Yelich, Cody Bellinger. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Check us out at researchfantasy.com. Follow us on Twitter at researchandwin, and join us again tomorrow.